business tasks. I love our business tasks. Remember, business essentials and marketing, questions and answers and homework for every step. So business tasks. And the most difficult thing for me when I was a home inspector is to have somebody complain about my work. It just went right here and it just felt awful. Felt like I really screwed things up. I started blaming myself. And we're going to give you resources so you do not feel like that. So that you feel confident, no matter what job you're going to go to, that you know you have all of your legal backing behind you. And if there's any issues that come up, you know how to resolve them. So in this following set of business tasks, let's do the checklist of all those things related to the business aspects of your company in this step, including protecting yourself from legal complaints. We're going to check out the free membership benefits that help your business. Getting paid with credit cards, man, that's going to help your business. If you're not taking credit cards, well, you have to. I mean, people use credit cards nowadays. Long time ago, right? I was a home inspector years ago, and man, we took cash and then checks. And then when we went to credit cards, our business just took off. So right now, though, it's not a new thing. It's just simply expected. And InterNACHI has resources for you to accept credit cards. There are other resources out there, third-party vendors. You know, you can get free things that stick on your phone and stuff like that. But you may want to compare rates and things like that, and we're going to show you that. And you want to copy from other inspection reports that are written really well, written by master inspectors. You want to steal from the best, and we have resources for you to do that. You have permission to take that information from other inspection reports and make yours better. It's the best way to improve. Otherwise, it's just a big lesson from the school of hard knocks. I mean, it's really tough to learn on your own and learn from your mistakes. You've heard that saying before, right? It's good to learn from your mistakes. No, it's not. Ugh. So that's why InterNACHI provides you resources, and resources that were created by master inspectors who are willing and intend to share what they know with you. Protect yourself from lawsuits. Let's learn some easy, inexpensive steps that inspectors can take to help prevent lawsuits. So click that link and I'll go with you. Join InterNACHI, of course. Why? Well, we're the world's largest trade organization. It's good to be a part of something very big, bigger than yourself. And substantially abiding by the standards of practice provides a strong defense against the claim that you failed to perform a level of care for your client during the inspection. Step number 2. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly, but I'd like you to read over them. This is probably one of the most important documents we've hit so far, because it's difficult to have people complain about your work and have things exposed. You don't want any exposure to your assets and things like that. So you want to protect your assets, your home, your name, your company, your business. And here's a few things. Incorporate or form an LLC. And we have an article here that you have to link to and learn how to prevent your corporate veil from being pierced. So it's very important. Don't just start performing inspections without incorporating. Number 3, take every one of InterNACHI's online courses. Each one provides you with a certificate of completion, and you should be able to produce those certificates of completion in front of the judge, small claims court or something like that. And the dates of the completion have to precede the date of the complaint. So take courses now. Always keep learning. Learning, you only go as far as you know, and learning also helps reduce mistakes. The more you know, the better inspector you are. The fewer mistakes you make, the better. Step 4, become a certified master inspector. Those 3 words are really good. And there's a link to become a certified master inspector for those veteran inspectors. Never say that you're an expert in anything. So there's an article there about the risks of calling yourself an expert. They're held to a higher standard. We want to stick around the home inspection standards of practice. If you're going to hire someone, use a contract. A good independent contractor agreement is available to download from InterNACHI. Turn some people away. Turn some potential customers, consumers away. You don't have to accept work from everyone who wants to hire you, especially if a client starts being difficult or unreasonable from the get-go, right from the phone call or the initial email asking about pricing or something like that. If they're going to push you down into a price war with your competitors, and that's not where you want to go. And sometimes you'll just feel it on the back of your neck. One of the best things I ever did was I told a real estate agent that they were fired. He didn't understand it. His name was John. Still remember. He didn't get it. He was like, "You can't fire me. I don't work for you." He didn't understand. Like, I no longer want to work with you. Like when you pull me aside and ask me to take it easy on this heating system, right? I no longer want to work for you because you and I are no longer on the same page. You don't ever really were. You know, real estate agents and other professionals and contractors, I respect them dearly. They are professionals and licensed and all that good stuff. But they're looking, especially a real estate agent, their goal is different than mine. Their ultimate goal for success is to get that person to closing. And that's great. It takes a lot of work to pair up the right house with the right person and to go all the way through the process, right? So there's a lot to respect with that. But that's not my goal. I'm over here, right? I'm doing my thing as a home inspector. And if we are going to bump heads, then it's just easier for me to say, "No, thank you. I'll never, you can have somebody, but if I see your name, I'm not gonna take the job." It's better sometimes to say no to some customers. It's gonna be a difficult call for you. And usually when you're new, you take anything. That's what I did. I took anything, any job at all. I'll work with anything, anyone. I'll go anywhere, you know. But later on, when you become experienced and established, you're able to do that. And that's one way to reduce complaints, because that initial opinion about those potential clients, they always come back later on, and they never leave you, and they're always. So sometimes saying no is a good thing. Use InterNACHI's pre-inspection agreement. We already went through this, but I wanted you to take a look at the bullet point list of the benefits and those links there. Purchase an InterNACHI stop sign. I got one right here. Hold on. Nothing's ever too far away, right? So the reason is this will help you reduce complaints and issues and reduce your exposure. A while back, a home inspector was doing a home inspection, and they opened up a crawl space access in the hallway floor and left it open. The place was vacant. Nobody was in there. But eventually their client came to the inspection and was walking around and looking up in the ceiling and then fell through the hole and broke their leg. And that inspector, well, they should have had a couple of these. So put these around. This is narrow enough to put inside the main supports of a ladder. You can hang it on the ladder rung, just so when you go up on a ladder, a couple times, I went up, on the roof. I go up on the roof. We talked about this before. My brand is to go up on every roof if I can. I turn around and my client is on the roof with me. I'm like, what? So I don't want anybody going up on the roof with me. So I put that behind me. I grab it and I put it right behind and I go up on a ladder. Leaving water on. Sometimes that happens. I have made that mistake. I turned on the first floor half bath sink And I just got distracted in other things, maybe a conversation. I forget what it was. I came back and the sink is overflowing and there's water on the floor. And, we had to clean it up and make people whole. It was no big deal, just a little dampness. But water is a really important thing to monitor. And one of the tips, is to take a picture of the water meter. You're supposed to identify it in the home inspection report. You can take a picture of it before and after. That'd be a good idea. Write your reports with InterNACHI's library narratives. We have a huge, big library of inspection narratives. We have an on-site help button if you need help, immediate help, because you have a problem at the inspection. That can help with your issues, complaints, including an estimated life expectancy chart with every report. So this chart provides your client a general guideline from the world's biggest organization, right? That was recommendation number 1 to help reduce issues, complaints. It's not a warranty or a guarantee. It's just a reminder that there is no guarantee or warranty on any system or component. So the estimated life expectancy chart is really good. The home maintenance books, we talked about this before. This is InterNACHI's home maintenance books. And read the link here on how handing out a home maintenance book can help reduce liability. I was in the small claims court and I told my client about the maintenance issues and deferred maintenance issues during the inspection, and also provided my client, Your Honor, a home maintenance book and told my client to read the home maintenance book, and that in certain chapters there are additional things that they need to be aware of. So we also have it in Spanish. We also customize. You can customize this Grand Mountain home inspections. Really nice. We can customize the home maintenance book for you as well. Use InterNACHI's client satisfaction survey and save it forever. So a dissatisfied client will often describe their perception of the services to his or her agent, or worse, to a judge inaccurately. So procuring and maintaining a copy of a survey that you give them right off the bat at the end of the inspection, even while you're standing in front of them, could you fill this out? That's a handy document to have to a complaining person or representative of somebody. It provides a factual record of what your client actually thought of you at the time of the inspection. Use InterNACHI's free issue resolution service. There's a link there. If you settle a dispute with a client, make sure you get a signed release and a letter of reference. Right or wrong, in some cases, it makes sense to cut a deal with a complaining client to avoid a lawsuit. Never apologize. An apology may be used to support a future claim that you were negligent. And then get something signed so that you are released from future complaints. Participate in InterNACHI's Will Buy Your Home Back guarantee. The buyback guarantee all but eliminates lawsuits by eliminating your client's damages. There's a link there. Read Sleep Well. Here it is here. And a home inspector's guide to managing risk. This is a free book. You can download it and read. Carry E&O and general liability insurance. There's a link there and a video about tips on how home inspectors can avoid lawsuits. And use InterNACHI's employee handbook if you have employees in your company. So those are some of the steps that help you as a home inspector avoid lawsuits.